everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a beginner's guide to highlighting and contouring. This is also the shortcut guide for all of the beauty junkies out there. I do get a lot of comments about how I contour on my Instagram page, particularly because my cheeks look so chiseled in my pictures. So I'm going to show you exactly how I've done it today. I'm going to go through both methods using cream and powder, and also give you the high street options or the easy to find online options versus the higher end. The ones I'm actually going to be using are going to be the cheaper options. So I've already done my base and I've used the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. My shade is Stromboli. I've just put my base on as I usually would, including my primer and my moisturiser. And I've just used a buffing brush to buff in all of my foundation. I'm going to go in first with the cream highlighter. So the cream highlighter that I'm going to use today is this Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Eraser. What I love about this is it's really cheap, it's available in most high street stores, and you don't need another brush to apply it. So what I'm going to do is do the line down my nose, what I call the Wi-Fi signals on my head, under my chin, and also the Y shape under my eyes. So if you remember the shapes, it should be easy for you to do. I'm also going to highlight underneath the hollows of my cheeks. Where I like to do it is where my bottom lip starts against the bottom of my ear, and just above my cupid's bow, and also underneath my bottom lip. The preferred methods of blending in your highlight and contour could be a beauty blender or a brush. If you want to do it the quick and easy way, I suggest the brush, although the beauty blender does really make sure the product sinks in exactly in the places that you've placed your highlight. If you want to go for the easy way of doing it, I would suggest to use a brush. This is the Real Techniques buffer brush. You just have to be careful to make sure that you only blend in the areas that you've put the highlight. If you want to go for the higher end product, instead of using the Maybelline one, I would suggest the MAC Pro palettes. They're really good, they're really creamy and pigmented. Then I'm going to go in with my cream contour. My product of choice today is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in Beautiful Bronze, and what I like about this, similarly to the Maybelline, is the easy application. It comes with a little brush, and when you squeeze the product, it just comes out on the brush. It's really easy to get into the specific areas to contour. A lot of people call it the tribal pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and do the lines on my cheeks. I go from my top lip this time to the part where the top of my ear goes. So I'm just going to draw a line, another line on the other side, and then I'm going to do my nose. So there are lots of different ways on contouring your nose. I'll try and find an online guide for the different nose shapes and how to contour them, but the easiest way, particularly if you don't have any particular issues with your nose and it's quite aligned, is to do the two lines down the middle and one across. And then I'm going to go around my forehead where my hairline is. So now I'm going to actually blend that in using the beauty blender. I'm going to dampen my beauty blender using the Pro Fix Revolution spray. To use a higher end product, I would suggest my absolute favourite Urban Decay All Nighter spray. However, the Makeup Revolution spray is a great dupe and it's only £5 a bottle. I'm just going to go back in with my Real Techniques buffer blush to really blend everything in so that there are no harsh lines. If you want a higher end product for the contour, I would suggest again the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palettes. You can also use the Anastasia Beverly Hills kits, which are cream contours. I've actually run out of the one that I use, so I'm using the MAC one at the moment. So now I'm going to go in and do my powder highlight and contour. I am actually going to use this Sleek palette. This one is the Face From Contouring and Blush palette. It comes in a little container like this, and it has 3 different pans. The pans have got a contour powder, a highlight powder and a blush. This is in shade Light 373. There are lots of different brushes you can use for powder contouring. One of the brushes I use is the Real Techniques Metallics Collection flat brush. I really like flat brushes for contouring powder because it really gets into the chisels of your cheeks and it really helps to define the lines. Another brush that you can use is this Freedom one. You can buy their products online, and I actually got this with the Freedom Pro String Cream palette, and the brush came with it, and it's a really good brush. As you can see, I've been using it quite a lot. And I'm just going to again draw 2 lines across my face exactly where I did my contour lines with the cream. I'm going to do the same with the lines on my nose. And then again in my hairline. I'm actually going to buff it in using this Makeup Revolution brush. You don't have to use one of these brushes, but I just like the way that it blends in with powder contour. This Freedom brush is actually really good for blending it in as well, so you don't have to get a completely separate brush. This flat brush that works really well, particularly on the nose, so I'm actually going to blend in my nose contour using this brush. And then again, I'm going to go in with my buffing brush just to make sure everything's blended in well. I'm going to make sure that my contour has really been accentuated. So I'm going to go back in with my Maybelline eye eraser and just put it underneath the hollows of my cheeks where I've done the contour. And again, I'm going to do it down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to go back in with my buffing brush. And now I am going to go in and highlight using again the Sleek palette. So I'm going to use this middle highlighting colour. I am going to do my powder contour on my nose and just above my cheeks and also below my eyebrow. I don't want to put any on my forehead because my skin and especially my T-zone gets really oily. And to go underneath my eyes, I'm actually going to use my fingers. And again, I'm just going to blend it all in using my buffing brush. Now I've done my highlighting and contouring, I'm going to do my blush as I usually would, as well as my lipstick and my lashes and anything else to finish off my face, and then fix it with a spray. That's my quick and easy guide to highlighting and contouring. Now you are pout ready for all of those Instagram selfies. Make sure you hashtag Coco Beauty in your selfies when you've used this tutorial, and write in the comments box below on what tutorial you would like to see next. Thanks for watching. Bye.